If you are looking for an absolute masterclass in small-town paranoia, multi-perspective neighborhood secrets, and a pulse-pounding, deeply claustrophobic, missing child parental nightmare tactical puzzle, you need to clear your calendar for Camden Baird. We are stepping directly into the tense, calculation-heavy shadow universe of suburban North Carolina with The Last Morning, a spectacular, high-gear, and beautifully executed debut installment that launches the Secrets of Chapel Road series with an absolute psychological bang. Let's lay out the strategic narrative grid. If you are a fan of stories where a protective mother's worst intuitive fears are realized in plain sight, where an entire community of seemingly perfect neighbors is hiding dark historical grudges, and where the author utilizes short, fast-paced, multi-POV diagnostic routines to slowly pull back the curtains on a devastating domestic conspiracy, this book is engineered to lock you in. Baird completely dominates the suburban domestic noir dynamic, capturing the heart-racing urgency and claustrophobic dread popularized by Sherry LaPena, B.A. Paris, and Lisa Jewell, while treating maternal panic, institutional breakdown, and childhood jealousy with exquisite care. The narrative tracking grid centers on Sadie Wilson, an overprotective mother whose internal defensive parameters are running at maximum capacity. It is the first day of kindergarten for her sweet 5-year-old daughter, Emma. While Sadie's pragmatic instincts scream that something is profoundly wrong with letting her go, her optimistic husband, Alan, convinces her to ease her perimeter restrictions. They watch Emma safely climb onto the big yellow school bus at Chapel Roads, the ultimate milestone transition. The spark ignites at 8:38 a.m. when the phone rings, completely shattering Sadie's world. The school principal is on the line with a chilling notification. Emma never arrived at her classroom. She vanished somewhere between her front porch and the schoolhouse door. The tactical parameters take an incredibly hostile and dizzying turn as the local police launch a high-frequency search operation. Instead of a standard stranger danger investigation, the narrative quickly expands outward into a calculation-heavy tracking web of localized suspects. Every single person in Emma's orbit seems to be operating behind a defensive wall of secrets, grudges, and lies. The secretive teacher, Kate, harboring a deep childhood resentment against Alan that she projects directly on 5-year-old Emma. The teacher's aide, Dottie, convinces Alan ruined her life years ago when he served as a jury foreman. The weird neighbor, Cass, stalking the family with bizarre playdate invitations to an empty house. The disgruntled ex-wife, Teresa, caught in an emotionally volatile loop of manipulation and past trauma. What follows is an exceptional high-stakes war of logistical perspective and raw survival. The forced proximity reality of the investigation turns Chapel Roads into a volatile psychological pressure cooker. As Sadie slips deeper into despair, her analytical mind locks onto an even more terrifying anomaly. Her husband Alan is staying suspiciously calm, and his hidden financial and personal data streams suggest he is hiding a massive betrayal of his own. It is a domestic thriller, psychological suspense, small-town mystery, multi-POV drama masterpiece that treats suburban deception and emotional warfare with elite precision. The tension here burns with a sharp, calculation-heavy intensity. We are talking about that high-frequency everyone is lying to the police energy, where a weird look across a manicured lawn, a subtle discrepancy in a bus driver's timeline, or a shadowy figure moving near the woods carries massive structural weight. Baird writes with an exceptionally fresh, vivid, and beautifully blunt voice, perfectly capturing the chaotic, blinding panic of a mother's grief, the sterile, unhelpful bureaucracy of the school administration, and the distinct, subtle scent of damp morning leaves, exhaust fumes, and pure, unadulterated terror. What truly elevates the series starter into elite territory is the author's unmatched ability to build a puzzle where the monster isn't a shadow hiding in the forest, but the historical secrets a community tries to bury. Sadie isn't just fighting the clock, she is fighting a multi-layered web of local grievances where justice and the law are moving on completely different trajectories. The pacing moves with calculated momentum, dropping sharp cliffhangers at the end of every short chapter before ratcheting up to an absolute jaw-dropping final climax that sets the stage for a long, volatile aftermath. The Last Morning is the definitive pro-level upgrade your domestic suspense and modern psychological thriller library demands right now. It is elegant, immensely fast-paced, and utterly unputdownable. It proves that the safest-looking neighborhoods often hide the sharpest knives. So secure your personal reading sanctuary, review your neighborhood safety protocols, open your Kindle, and prepare for the search.